Dear friends, welcome to another video of Fathoming Mind. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the spiritual existence. Always we hear about this term called spirit, soul or spirituality and all those things. So what is the meaning of these terms or what these terms imply in our practical everyday life? Is it applicable in our so-called practical everyday life? We know that we have got a biological existence in our everyday life. That is how we process the information from the external world by using our sensory organs, eyes, ears, nose, and tongue. Okay, so using our sensory organs, we are perceiving the information from the external world, and the brain is interpreting this information. So that is how biologically we function, and the brain is the center of all our functions, and it is able to organize, interpret, and realize the information from the external world. That is how we understand our relatives and our other people, and we store memories about places and even about our studies or about our everyday job. So that is how we store the information. Our brain is helping us for this being a vast reservoir of information. It helps us to store all this information and to help us process or do the everyday functions effectively. So what is this spiritual existence? We know that we have got a breath. Okay, without just be aware about our breath. Okay, what is this? This breath is what is helping us to live every moment of our life. So it is a way we can survive without food for some days. We can survive even without water also for a few days. But without breath, it is not possible to survive for long. A person, it is not able to survive. But we are not always aware about these breaths. Okay, we are doing everyday activities, going for job, going for study, going for our everyday activities, taking everyday household activities and so on. But we are not worrying about that. We worry about passing the competitive examinations and things like that, but we don't worry about breaths. So being aware about our breath is the first step of being aware about one's own self. So the breath is most important thing in our life, but we forget about that. We worry about money, or we worry about relation, we worry about so many other things, but without breath or without life, it is not possible to maintain this money or relations or other activities of our life. So how it is possible to be aware about our breath? Just to focus, just concentrate just on or just the breath we are taking in and breath we are putting out. So that is how we are just becoming aware about that, and it is leading us to more into the internal aspects of ourself. So there is also a mind we have, there is also a self we have. That self is connected with the universe, and that self can raise its level to the higher existence or the higher form. Here is where the spirituality becomes important, or at this point spirituality becomes very important. So when we are aware about our spiritual existence, we have told I have told we have got a biological existence. There is another concept I am bringing, that is a spiritual existence, and the spiritual existence is giving meaning to our everyday life. So in the spiritual existence, we are calm, quiet, and we are just focusing on the self or focusing on our internal activities, and we are trying to make changes in our everyday life. So by being aware about our spiritual existence, we are able to make changes in our everyday activities. By just becoming aware about our breath, we are going deep, we are able to go deeply into our own self and realize what all the things are happening in ourself and try to make changes. We will be able to make changes in ourself. There we are becoming one with or connected with the universe or the common consciousness, and we are understand that we are one with the humanity, and we are connected to the divine reality that helps us to realize the everyday troubles of our life. So we get a light into our everyday troubles of life, and we are able to make changes in our everyday activities. Thereby we are able to get away from the stress and tensions we are experiencing in our everyday life. We go for job, we earn money, we go for studies, or we other activities, but this spiritual existence or being aware about this spiritual existence helps us to grow in a higher level in our everyday life, and it gives meaning to our life. Thank you, dear friends.